Hello. Can you all hear me okay? Let me move this phone. You should see the setup I have here. It's interesting, to say the least. You know what? I'm going to take you off. I'm going to put you over here. Hey, friends. First of all, my apologies for taking forever. I had said that I was going to come back on here in less of a month's time. That did not happen. But allow me to explain. Hey, Ashley, thanks for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you, friend. Hey, Ayana. Hey, Sherry. So much of January and February, I was teaching a stretching boot camp. Basically, it was 30 live classes. Now, although not back to back, I had a day off from stretching boot camp. If it wasn't stretching boot camp, I was probably teaching my own class or a client. So I was sharing a lot of energy, over the digital space. And when I finished teaching, I either had to edit or to film for YouTube. So unfortunately, I did not partition my time well enough to put together lives in a more consistent manner. So I think those Saturdays are pretty good. What do you think, fam? I like Saturdays. You know, the light's still out in the middle of the day. I don't know what y'all are doing. You know, you might have plans. And of course, when it gets warmer, it might have to be an evening time during the weekday. Because, you know, if you're out and about, you ain't going to be here on the live. Hey, Aisha. What's going on? Hey, Tiffany. Oh, are we talking about? Yes. Indeed it does. Sneak peek, fam. Sneak peek. Hi, friends. There it is. So today I'm wearing the gray. I'm wearing the gray. And this is the crop. I think it a moderate crop, don't you? Don't you think? Let me roll on the comments here. And it's a raw edge. So if you want it shorter, you cut it shorter. I'm going to cut mine a little shorter. I like mine to be here a little bit, but it comes like this, of course. And this is a size. This is a large. This is a large. It's a box shape, which I love. So you got some room. You got room, and it is soft. Can you feel that through the screen, fam? It's soft, like living soft, endangered of not taking it off ever. Yeah, yes, Ashley, it is. Okay. I like this crop because it's reasonable. There are some crops that are like up to the boob or up to the chest, and I'm like, I didn't ask for all of that, you know? And I appreciate how Joseph makes it. It keeps it, it's a raw edge. So if you want to cut it again, if you're so savvy, okay, and you wanted to sew the edge and finish it, you could do that too. So it leaves room for anyone. Taya, how did you know? Because we're a part of the Pat Addicts Collective. That's why. So if you haven't noticed, I am wearing Flesh number 3 because we're about to embark on a get ready with me. New products, new-ish. I've been trying them, but I'm trying to also present some of these products that I have been using, and I thought, why not do it in a live? I also did a reel so that if people are on Instagram cannot do the live or they're not into lives, I'll have those swatches on Instagram soon. Yes! Ooh, I love a high-waisted jean with a crop. I love it, Zasha. Hey, Feffy! What's going on, my love? Great to see you. Oh, Sherry, you're gonna love it. The mineral rot is so good. Though, sure good. So good. Okay, let me not let me not distract myself from the task at hand. You know what we're going to do, fam? We're going to take all of this off and we're going to start from scratch. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start from scratch. Ooh, Melanie, you just might. I don't know what the general consensus is with this formula, but when I had encountered it for the first time on the Divine Rose 2 drop, Pat had released Divine Nude and Divine Rose in the newly formulated Liquilust liquid lipstick. And when I tried it, I thought it quite nice. You see the texture? It doesn't grip the lip in an aggressive way. You know, like the old school Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick life. Remember that? Oof, that was like very drying. Aisha, we could do it again. I could tell you what I used. Probably will be disappointed because it's the palette I feel like everyone hates. This Viseart, and the only reason why I'm showing it is because it's not to sell it or to tell you you have to get it. Viseart was really nice to send this over, so I just wanted to give them some love, show it off, you know what I mean? But that's what I use for that eye. Christiane, I do not. It's actually for a liquid lipstick, which are typically, I think, more drying in nature, given its role to be longer lasting than an average lipstick. I think it's quite cushiony for a liquid lip. Like, it's elastic. It doesn't crack. Doesn't crack at all. Oh, Zasha, Mama Pat, Divine Rose 2, or Tom Ford Body Heat. Those are two different experiences altogether. You know, I mean, Body Heat is giving you reds, fiery tones, whereas Divine Rose 2 is pink, coral, gold. It's like from here to there. Oh, Kat, I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you for sharing. That's so nice of you to say. Thank you for allowing me to spend time with you. Appreciate you, friend. Tiffany, I agree. Divine Rose 2, you have so many more options. Body Heat is great. It's like I would get Body Heat on sale. You know what I'm saying? And Laurel, I agree. Viseart is whatever. This palette in particular, but I still just wanted to, you know, play with it in case someone got it and they have buyer's remorse because they're like, why did I get this? Why did I spend my money? Not all is lost. This is basically the message I'm looking to share. July, I recently, you know, I didn't dive deeply into Kosas. Ham, lurk away. Love to have you always. I consider myself still new to Kosas because I've only tried their bronzer and their now pressed powder. So I'm not well versed in the whole line, what they have to offer. I know their concealers are relatively. Yeah, Taya, I wanted to try the concealer too. I don't know what's up with their Oh, they were known for their duos, right, fam? The cream blush and the cream highlight duos. Like, I thought those were generally a hit amongst many. All right. We shall begin. We shall begin. Let me make sure. Oh, also wanted to share. I've been using the Huda Beauty brow pencil. Oh, look at my nails. I got the new Holo Taco. The unicorn sky or something something. But I use a matte top coat on top of the unicorn skin so you could see the flakies like a little better. It's amazing. Amazing. Yeah, Mina, I don't think this is their best release for Viseart. I agree. It's, sometimes I wish we were able to speak to, in this case, Anastasia. I always want to know what is the intention behind some products, because it may be because I didn't get it. Maybe my expectations don't align with the point of the product. But although I understand, based on the pamphlet that was provided in the package, is very spring-like in feel, very like ethereal. So, I don't know if they were trying to establish that or achieve that with this color story, but it is very light. It's not the most impactful palette they have released. I would love to see, definitely, like a dark edit too in the love letter size. That would be dope. Okay, that would be dope. Dope. Now, I will put on what I have been trying. I'm trying it for March phase because I just got it at the end of February. It's the Peach and Lily Skin Shield Blurring Primer. I haven't used Peach and Lily extensively ever since I stopped using their glass serum and their matcha pudding cream. Nothing against that. I just wanted to move on to new products. I actually quite like the glass serum, but I didn't know if there are a lot of claims with that glass serum. This is just what I'm trying to say. Like, I really appreciated how it made my skin feel. Did it look like all the things they claimed that it was going to deliver? Well, it could have been the fact that I was picking my face and didn't give the product a chance to actually do its thing. Take care of yourself, my love. If you have to check out, we'll take care. The fam will take care of everything, okay? I don't want you stressing about being on here if you have to rest. We love you, okay? All right. So it's kind of liquidy, yeah? Ooh, it's kind of liquidy. See, you go drip, drip. No fragrance, thank goodness. What did you try, Tiffany, from Peach and Lily that wasn't so great? So the fam could know, so we could keep a lookout. I like how, in terms of the primer, I've been really liking the texture that it leaves my skin in. It feels bouncy. It doesn't feel sticky. It feels like really cushiony and bouncy, like a nice ground to apply foundation on. And it's been going, foundation has been off the rocker. I have, between the Auric and the LYS, I recently got the Kogendo. You know what I mean? The Westman Atelier. Like, there's been a lot going on. I gotta give it to the Huda Beauty Stick, the Faux filter. I really like this product a lot. I do. Dare I say I like it better than the Westman Atelier. I do love Westman's packaging. I mean, it's a lot more luxe in the Faux filter. It's very creamy, but in terms of like that, just, it's a lay down that I feel is not as creamy as the Westman Atelier. It just puts me at a more peace of mind. You know what I mean? You know what? The primer reminds me of the Good Molecules, except that the Good Molecules is more moisturizing in regards to like the texture leaves behind. Ideally, I would put on the Good Molecules first and the primer after. That's what I would do. So I've been using the Huda stick a lot. I like to place it on the parts that need a little more coverage, like right here. I think I gotta pull you in a little closer. You are too far away. That's enough. I had to get it in there. I had to. All right, let's look at this Kogendo, which I have been wanting to try for ages. I've been filming myself applying this for different demos because I just need to know. This is the color. It's a little on the yellow side, I think the light is making it look yellow. 143 is the shade. Oh, Maricela, thank you so much for the super chat, friend. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy that it helped. Oh my god, that video took me forever because I get too crazy, fam. I get too crazy. Now, huge shout out to Fude Beauty. We're working together in creating 2 videos so far. One is going to be all about liquid foundation brushes, from natural hair to synthetic, and the one I'm dropping tomorrow is the newer line that they released, Kyureido, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing right, is Kyureido. I know there's no R in Japanese. R kind of sounds like L, so I've been saying Kyureido, but I don't know if that's correct. I try to look for it online, but I failed. I failed. So let me show you one of the brushes that will be featured in that video. The Chikuhodo. What is this? Oh gosh, I have to find it. Hold on. I have the website. So many numbers. This is under the, I believe it's the Z line. Is it the Z line? No, it's not. Of course it's not. The Z line is with the black. How dare you, Alicia, not remember your Chikuhodo lines? Shame on you. You're fired. Okay. Here we go. The PF Puff Brush, friends. It is not. Oh no. Can y'all hear me okay? I just got an alert about updating something. Of course, they tell me when I'm in the live. So here it is, the PF Puff Brush. Let me tell you something, friends. First of all, yeah, the price is reasonable. It's, I believe it's like coho goat hair. But look at this ferrule. I can't. I cannot. And the reason why I like to combine the Kogendo with the Huda, because the Huda is a little warm, is in butter pecan, but I think it's perfect with the Kogendo. You don't need this brush, Dea. You don't need it. It's terrible. Yes, Audra, the BK Beauty 101 is fantastic for foundation, and that's synthetic, so it's not going to absorb as much product like this brush will. Definitely one of my faves, all-time faves for foundation. Gotta see what I'm doing here. Can't see. So this is what the Kogendo is looking like after one pump. And although you can still see, I mean, this one's a gnarly blemish that if I left alone, it would have been fine. It's scabbing, so I'm not really worried about concealing it completely. It's just because it's going to look textured if I apply too much product. If anything, I'll drop a little bit of the Kogendo and hop in a smaller brush. Actually, I like that little brush from Westman. This one right here. This very expensive little brush. I could dig it. I could dig it. For these little portions of skin that need a little more coverage. And then of course I'll just use my finger, but I like it around the nose too. And we gotta put on, look at the vast difference between the rest of my face and the under eyes. Oh my goodness me. Okay, now Shiseido. What do we got here? Synchro Skin 302, one of my absolute faves. This stick is just so quick. Because if I need to get it on fast, that's it. Okay. And then using the Westman Atelier. To blend that out. Yes, it is, Ayana. It is the... I forgot, it's like the blender, the baby blender, I believe is the official name. Which, you know, I really didn't need to get, but because I wanted to do a haul, if you will, I decided to get just 2 of the brushes to get a feel of them. All right. Now it's time to, well, surprise, surprise, and I have to add this powder to the thumbnail. I also purchased, shame on me because this has fragrance, but temptation took over, the Dior Forever Cushion Foundation. What on earth is this compact? That's all I have to say. That is insane. And of course, the Kosas Cloud Set. I bought shade Sheer Golden Medium. I probably could have gotten away with medium, which appears to be a little more yellow, but not too bad. So it'll give me some warmth. And the Dior, darling, is it has a little more brown to it. This is in the medium shade. We do a little pat, pat, pat. It's messy though. I have to say. So this is the Dior. Let's do it next to Kosas. So the Dior is more neutral, where Kosas has that more of a yellow tint to it. So why don't we do one side Kosas and the other side Dior? And I'll go in with my Kyureido KK001 from the Kiwami line. And again, I'll be dropping a in-depth video tomorrow morning. Look, it has sparkles on the handle. Okay. This is all gray squirrel. So it's very soft. Perfect for setting. And the Kosas, as I had suspected, is very lightweight. It almost leaves like a beautiful sheen behind the skin. So although you are using powder, it does not look flat. So this is how it looks on top of the Kogendo. And with the Dior, if you're allergic to fragrance or very sensitive to fragrance, then I would stay away from this powder. I was able to withstand it, but the Dior, I mean, just disappears into the skin, like Kala said. It's a very nice powder. It's a very nice powder. It's a pain to deal with, so I'm not sure if it's worth the trouble getting. And there's also the Dior Backstage version that I thought was out yesterday. But I don't know when it's going to release to Sephora. Yes, Laura, I agree. I thought about the Suku brush myself when I saw this one for the first time. I did. I don't have the Suku powder brush. It's still on the wish list. But in terms of remembering what the shapes were, immediately thought about the Suku brush. I like the Dior. Can you all tell? I can't tell. When it comes to powder, it's tougher to detect similarities and differences for me. I can't tell at all. I like both. Ultimately, though, I rather use this because it's not as messy. You know what I mean? All right. We didn't apply any powder under the eye. So let's go in with the Kosas because I think that will be better. Oh, Yano series, brush number 6. I also have a video that I need to edit that I use these brushes with the Byredo palette, the Prismic palette. So we do a little mashup, fam. We do a little mashup. Not too bad. Okay. What shall we do for the bronzer? I feel like I have so many things. Let me see here. Ooh! Ooh! Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I heard someone talk about the Gooch. So I didn't do a review on the Gooch because I didn't know where people stood with Gucci. Like, did we forgive them from all, not just the turtleneck shenanigans, but other shenanigans that I think they partook in. But I thought that there was an activist that was working with Gucci in terms of collaborating with more black artists and designers. I don't know what the story is, but I was just like, after the Dolce & Gabbana thing, I was like, I'm afraid. So that's why I didn't do the Gooch. But here, hey Janice, you're right on time. You're right on time. I actually have 3 shades because I'm crazy. I have number 3 and number 4. I bought number 2 because I thought number 2. Here, let me see if it's here. Nope, it's not there. Nope, not there. That is the Powder. Well, there it is. Okay. I got number 2. Okay. Gucci. Number 2. Okay. Number 3. Significantly warmer. But that's number 2. Isn't that wild? Number 4. Alicia, face the lens. Is this number 4? Yes, it is. So if you're wondering, number 2 is definitely more neutral, but number 4 more warm, maybe more ruddy, and number 3 is like a little in between. So do we want to do number 2 on one side and maybe number 3 on the other, fam? How are we feeling about that plan? Here's another look at the swatches. 2, 3, 4 for the Gooch. Schmooch magooch. All right. And look at this compact, too. It's... Here, let me do it with the... Yes! Matching almost nails. Almost matching nails. I love. Okay. Oh, whew, nice. Now, shame on me for wearing this because it does have fragrance, but I made a small sacrifice. Yano number 2 with Gucci number 2. May make sure. Okay. That's pretty. It's just enough sculpt to give you some of that shape, but it's not super like gray. It's not dull. That's a pretty color. Number 3. Much warmer, as you see. So this is a lot, again, I wouldn't say orange, but you could tell that this is more neutral, and then number 3 is a lot like Sun. No, this is number 2, the more neutral, and then this is number 3. Number 4, I guess I'll apply on top of number 3. Yeah, number 3. That definitely brought in a little more heat. How does it look? I'm looking at my phone so I can see how it looks like, but it's a little delayed. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot more warm. It's a lot more warm. Dare I say, I like number 2. I like number 2 a lot. That's pretty. All right. Gooch is done. I keep the boxes. I know, I'm such, like, this is too much. But I feel the whole experience needs to be kept together, you know? So I just keep them in the box. I keep them in the box. Did I put in the right one? Hopefully I did. All right, let's put it back. Put it back. I'm trying to be more organized while I film, fam. So excuse these. Oh, I didn't put it in the right box. Did I? Yes, I did. Congratulations, Alicia. You're not screwing up. So excuse these small delays. Oh, you can see the difference right here. Look at number 3 and 4, and look at number 2. And then let's put away the Kogen dough. What do we think about the Kogen dough, fam? I like it. It reminds me of Chantecaille's Future Skin. It has like that cooling type of a feel when you apply it on the skin. I dig it. Just trying to, you know, buff it out. Okay. Hey, Daphne, what's going on, friend? All right. Highlighter. We have so many options. We have the Auric, the Westman Atelier stick, which now I was before super loaded highlighter. Now I'm like, ooh, maybe I like the lit up more. I did say I like the super loaded more, and I was iffy about the stick. I like the stick because it really does give a nice glossy something on the cheekbones, which I really appreciate. And it's fast too, like one and done. This one right here, I really love. But the Auric is cool too. The disadvantage Auric has is, you know, it's in a jar. So you gotta pump it out and then you gotta put it on. But here, let me put on Pyrite. Let me pick. Well, I could, you know what? Let me just use my finger. Here we go. On this side. I used to do selenite, but I recently discovered how Pyrite actually serves as a pretty nice highlight for me. On the cheekbones. Hey, July. No worries. Have fun with that. Good luck on declogging, my friend. All right. But then, if we go in with Westman Atelier, Nectar, which is my shade of choice for highlights, is not as intense as the Auric, but I like its subtlety. But it has a really nice gloss to the skin, you see? And just super easy to apply. That's what I really like about it. And of course, you could apply whatever highlight you want on top, which is what I usually do. Sometimes I go in with Pats. I go in with Pat Divine highlighter, Divine Rose highlighter. It's just, you can't, you know, I've been using that so much, but I wanted to give some props to Danessa, who is now at Sephora. A huge congratulations. Finally, finally. This Lightwork palette, friends, my goodness. I'm going in with Common Sense, the top center shade. Like, it is bright. And this is on top of Pyrite, so, and then of course, that was Common Sense. Now let's go in with Easy Breezy, but I would like to go in with the Kyureido Takumi brush. This is one of their cheek brushes, but I love how it's flat on both sides. On top of Nectar, please. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. That is a lot. Woo! My goodness me. I love. So for our blush, of course, have to go in with LYS Beauty. A huge shout out to Tisha. Thank you so much again, if she ever sees this, for coming on to Behind the Beauty. I bought the rest of the cream blushes. I couldn't help myself. I was like, this is a phenomenal formula. In terms of long lastingness, because it is an oil base, I failed to remember the person's name, which I'm really happy they were able to break this down. The Fenty cream blushes are not oil based, so naturally they're not going to fade away as fast as one that does have plant oils in them. However, if you powder first and then apply the LYS, you can get a little bit more from that, from the lasting power, or improve on it rather. So this is Kindness, which is the peachy shade. I like, this is the easygoing if you don't have much time to do anything, but you still need a little flushy flush. That's what you use. Okay? Okay? I love, Tisha's amazing. Oof. So this is like kind of what I've been doing complexion wise, fam. Of course, mixing up the foundations, getting into it that way because I have so many. So we have the foundation concoctions, pressed powders galore. You know what I mean? Just use what I have. I rotate with the Sukulus powder now that I have the Dior and the Kosas. They're going to be in rotation as well. Tisha did say that there is stock coming into Sephora soon, so hopefully that will happen. Kianse, what's up, friend? All right, we're priming. We're priming. Let's do the lipsticks first. Now, my lips are a little mad at me because I already did the swatches for the reels, but you know what? We got to do the swatches again. We got to do it for the YouTube fam. All right. Ready? Huge thank you to Pat McGrath and her team for sending these over in PR. I was like, when I received the FedEx notification in my email, I was like, oh my God, they're so nice. Here we go. You ready, fam? You ready? You hype? You hype? Like Alicia is liquid lipsticks. Relax. Let's actually quickly go to Pat's website just so that we can have an idea of what to expect. All right, the whole caboodle that you just saw, I believe, was $200 if you want all the shades. Individually, $30. Here we go. You ready? Unleash a fantasy of color without compromise. This... Oh, okay. It was like, Alicia, you can't read. This rule-breaking comfort matte lipstick drenches lips in an ultra velvety veil of intensely saturated color. Its luscious whipped texture glides on seamlessly, offers ample playtime, and sets to a lightweight second skin finish enhanced by a proprietary stretch effect. That is true. Proprietary. I don't know what I said. I feel the stretch. As a flex addict, the tapered teardrop applicator lets you line, fill, and blend your palette to unparalleled perfection in looks ranging from define opacity to diffuse ombre. Plush, versatile formula, yes, elevates your artistry with effortless blendability for endless customization. I gotta say, all true. All true. Are we back? Yes, we are. Okay. I will update. So here we have Nude Cabaret going on first. And the teardrop applicator is actually really helpful, fam. You see there's a moussiness to it. It's not super liquidy, so you have control still over the product, which is amazing. And now, let's go into it. It makes it so easy to apply. Because again, the applicator makes it so seamless. Nude Cabaret. Wait, hold on. Oh. Okay. What do we think? I would probably pair this with, if I absolutely had to, that's not it. One of Pat's, actually. This is Suburbia. It's a little pink. There's another one that I use from Pat that unfortunately... Oh, Supernatural. Let's try Supernatural. Supernatural is a little more neutral. So that's more pink. This is more pinky beige. And this is it dried down completely. So you just have to make sure if you don't want that line to just blend it out. Okay. Cool beans. Next up we have Divine Nude, which we saw in Divine Rose 2. This is a little more mauve-y. Hey Sheila, great to see you, friends. So happy you're able to make it. Divine Nude, as you see, is a little more mauve. This one I prefer in terms of the undertone. Reminds me of Natasha Denona's Amorosa. That same like mauve nudie feel. Okay. Love. The next one is Divine Rose, which I really love. That also released with the collection. This is a beautiful shade. It's like my lip shade. That's pretty. I love Divine Rose a lot. And dare I say, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I rather apply the Liquilust than her matte trans lipsticks just in fear of breaking the matte trans bullet. I don't know if y'all been through that. Same thing with Lisa Eldridge. Like, I go in with so much apprehension because I'm like, I don't want this lipstick to break. Let me go back to the comment where asking about Imani. It does not feel drying at all. I would say though, if you want to prevent any dryness, to apply a balm, blot the balm, and then apply this first. But I apply this over dry lips. And it doesn't feel like overly drying at all. I don't think. It's quite nice. And then, of course, if you don't wipe this off when it's still setting, you're gonna need the Bioderma. Okay? Alright. And the reason why I love the Huda stick so much is because I could do this between lip swatches. We didn't even get to Viseart yet, Frenzzz. Oh my gosh, I'm running behind. Alright. Spellbound. Spellbound is pretty. It's like this terracotta. Ah. Look at that. I love Spellbound. Spellbound with Deep Dive. Do I have it? Hold on. Oh yeah. In a jiffy. Love. Love. You are just in time, friend. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry. All right. Up next, I believe we have Wild Orchid. Really nice pink. Dare I say, it's like a magenta pink. Make sure I got the right one. Pink Desire is up, but let's do Wild Orchid first. Ah, it's more muted. Definitely more muted. Doop. And this applicator, really, the design makes all the difference. Wild Orchid. Pretty. I need to wear this more often. I don't know to wear. Okay. Yes, under the mask, sure. But if you got that online something date, you know what I mean? Ooh, Wild Orchid's pretty. Sharon Spellbound is so pretty. Good afternoon, Amber. All right. Next up, Pink Desire. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Pink Desire, I think a little warmer. Yeah. This formula is really satisfying to apply, I have to say. I know that's random, but really nice to apply. So it's a little more vibrant. Dare I say this is more like the pink coral moment. I could get into this with like Inspire from LYS or even Passion. That's a really nice color to pair with Pink Desire. Vika J! 6 minutes can't go fast enough, friend. That's pretty. I like that. Ooh, we're coming down to the last two. I would say there will be with the more pinkier shades. But as it wears, it'll leave a nice stain behind. But if you're not crazy about stains, then maybe more of a satin moment will be better for you in terms of formula. All right. Last two. Elson 4. You ready, fam? Here we go. We're in it. Oh, there you get a little here. There we go. The classic Elson. This is such a beautiful red. I love it. It's gorgeous. And that's enough. Done. But the last one, Flesh 3 fam, is the one I had when I started the live. Oh! It is beautiful. It's more of like that muted brick. Crystal, no worries, friend. Catch it on the replay. And also, I'll make sure to put the timestamp so you could just skip over to that part, yeah? It'll be maybe like a half an hour because I gotta watch the video before I could catch that. But no worries. All right. Let me put on one last Schwab of Huda because we need a clean slate for Flesh 3. Now, here we go. Flesh 3. Oh, Sharon, I don't know. So when you said no fragrance, thank you for typing that because these have no fragrance. Thank God. Orca's here. Hi, friend. This is a pretty color. Thank you, Lorraine. I should, right? I should wear it more often. No, there we go. Sound effects help. Elson is the bomb. No, Elson, yes, is the bomb. Flesh 3. It's just the perfect fall shade. Like, dude, what is this? This is so pretty. I love it. It's just so low key, so grown and sexy. You know what I'm saying? We only have, it's 4 o'clock. Okay, time check. It's 4 o'clock. I put the Viseart palette in the thumbnail. I really should use it a little bit. Let me use it a little bit. Now again, disclaimer, this is already not a lot of people's favorite palettes. I think because it's just very light. You know what I mean? It's very light. So here we are. The problem is, you know, as much as I like this brown, this is the brown I had on before. You know what I mean? It's a nice brown if I just want a low-key look like I did before. I have to say, though, this shade here, this like peachy metallic, is super shiny. That I like. But I think people were having trouble with the green. People are having trouble with the green. You know, because the green is drier. But what I've been doing is apply it over the matte brown. That's the purple. So here, let's do a little quick, okay? Let me use my Yano series brushes, which I have been loving the heck out of. Is unreal, is unfair. Oh, you know what also? This brush right here, the Kyureido KK, this shadow brush unexpectedly blew my socks off. I was not ready. Like a brush this size, but the way it just sweeps color in my crease, like whoa. So this is the shade I would use if I was doing something very lightweight and everyday. Like it just puts a little shadow in my crease, okay? Versus the brown is going to bring in a little more, but the brown is more cool toned. So, and the problem is this is the deepest that you're going to go. So it's not very extensive in terms of having shades to create depth for deeper skin tones. Like this might be for a skin tone to blend out shadow with, but not to appear as a shade or to create shade. So here we have this color on this side, this color on that eye. Okay. Now, if you wanted to see, this is the peachy peach. The peach is nice to apply all over the lid, for sure. Like if you want to like that matte moment, right? You could also use, oh, hold on. We got new Rephr brushes. New eyeshadow brushes are dropping on the 20th. Tom said I could start sharing them though. So we already saw the Kyureido. Here's the new 27. Is rounder than the 16. So the 16 you see has more of a taper. The new 27 is rounder at the top. Also, another brush I'm excited about is the new number 26. We got a pointed fluffy pencil to join the number 12, which is more domed. So the number 26 is like a blown up version of the coveted number 3. And now the mini 23. So there we got our pencil brush family. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. There's another one. Ooh, this one right here. The number 29. Look at this little one. But look how soft it is. It's so soft. So that's why I wanted to mention it, because if we take that, we could stamp that shadow along the lash line. I mean, this is very small. If you want something more precise than the 3 or 23, this is the way to go. The number 29. And I believe there's one more. Yes, there is. The beloved 28. 28. We got an undyed goat hair shader. Look at that. Compared to the 21, it's a little smaller. compared to the 02 that released with the original 5. 02 is a little wider. The 28 is more narrow. Also a little more thin, yeah, than the number 2. Oof! So that means I'm actually going to go in with the 23 with the dark brown on the lash line, because I just like a little more of a stronger lash smoke moment. There we go. But for this, I wanted to show you what I've been doing with the green. So basically, I'm going to take the green, apply it all over the lid. Now, something that I noticed about Viseart shimmers is that they're not super impactful, right? I think, though, from what I have used, like in their pro palettes, yeah, shout out to Dana for gifting this to me. Also, their smaller edits. But I found when you tap them on and leave them alone, they just have, like, when they melt with your lids, they leave such a beautiful twinkle and like lightweight effect. I can't explain it. It's just like when they settle into whatever oils break through your primer, because some do, right? Inevitably. When it kind of marinates a little bit, it just looks so smooth and ethereal on the lid. I really love it. But I wanted to show you with the new 27 how I take the green over the brown on purpose so that the green has a little more depth to pull from, and then I go over the whole eye, so it's like a pastel wash of color. So that's how I like to use the green. And then, of course, I'm going to take the number 26 with that same color and then pull it along the lash line, the lower lash line. So this is a very shimmery eye. Very shimmery eye. The new 28 with this peachy, like super shiny shade on the inner corner. And then on the lower inner. Okay. If we wanted, we could fluff out the edges of the green with this like light peachy shade. Yeah. Or I could go in with the number 28 again, now with the purple on this side. So the smaller brush is going to allow for a little more control. If you want a little more, then I would just go in with my finger, and that naturally is going to lay down more product. But I like this gunmetal shade here. The gunmetal shade on the inner lower lash line, I think, is super pretty, paired with the lavender. It's a very cool looking eye, like cool in terms of temperature. It looks so cool. And then I'll go back in with number 26, the bigger pencil pointer, but take this shade on the outer part of the lower lash line. Okay. And of course, back in with the 27 to fluff. And if I wanted finishing touch, I go in with my finger and tap more green on the lid. And then just walk away, leave it alone. Just walk away, leave it alone. I'm actually going to use my number 3, beloved classic number 3. Go in with this shade. This is more of like an icy beige, but use that as my inner corner highlight for this eye. And actually use a little bit on the brow bone here. Yeah. A little bit here as well on the green side. Now I realize this is not the most ideal lip. I will change that momentarily. But I just wanted to, you know, pop on a little bit of that Viseart. Also, taking my baby blender and just going over the edges here because I took the green fairly low. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to clean that up. But this is how I would wear the green. I would go in like all or nothing because I think it's a pretty color and it shines better, I think, when you use it as like an all over color moment. Let me take this off and I want to go back in with actually I could do Nude Cabaret or Divine Nude. Either of those will work. Hi, Shy! What's up, friend? So happy to have you. Okay. Alright. Now, as you see, it's gonna stain. And it's gonna take a little bit of elbow grease to remove. Which is, you know, inevitable when you're dealing with the longevity type of a moment. Divine Rose. Let's do Nude Cabaret. But I want to pair this with Natasha Denona's liner in Noah. And then we gotta put lashes on. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do Nude Cabaret on the inner and do a little bit Divine Rose on the outer with you guys are gonna die when you see this. Guess who got the stupid Hermes lip brush? Who am I? What is this? Divine Rose. Unbelievable. Like, someone get me, please. Okay. Okay. But I do want to fix around my mouth a little bit. Here it is. There we go. You know, beauty, it is good. It's just a splurge. You know what I mean? I think I just love the design of it. It's just exquisite, but... And this is the actual brush. It's very short, so I think really good for like creating those ombre effect type of a lip moment. I need a little more over here. Okay. All right. Let's put on these lashes. Where did my lashes go? Here they go. No other than the Chandelier, Lady Grace. I've been wearing the heck out of these. It's just the easier thing to do. You don't want to spend that much on a lip brush. Then let me just say that is don't do it. Don't do it. It's stupid. I had a moment and you know, I gave in. I gave in to temptation. Oh! I noticed that too, actually. I was like, I guess we don't have to ask for help, but I am trying to abide by the rules here. One down, one to go. Oh, me too, Kala. And who's going to buy the Hermes blushes that are releasing next month? I saw that blush brush, fam. Is designed similarly with that color blocking, but it has pink instead of the red, obviously. It is just to die for. It's... Thanks, Lorraine. Thanks, friend. We're going to keep this vibe going, all right? Indeedy do. I'm getting pretty good at applying these suckers with no tweezers. Look at me, fam. All right. Little mascara on the bottom. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on, let me not use that one. Okay. All right. This is giving me like Twiggy vibes a little bit. The pastels paired with the black mascara. All right, so the green kind of settled, you know what I mean? I just want to pull you in closer. I think it's so pretty. And then, of course, you got the lavender, and we applied that peachy matte on the outer part of the lid. And then you have, like, you got the peachy metallic here, and you have, like, that gunmetal silver on the inner corner of the lavender eye. And then, oh, sorry. Oh, gosh. Okay. And then we have our cream blush from LYS. We got our Divine Rose on with Nude Cabaret, Liquilust. And here's the final look. What do we think? I had a blast. I have fun. This Lightworks palette, though, look at that. Bam, bam. Now, a general consensus with things quickly. I know we're past the 15-minute mark that I set up for ourselves. I still have to decide which powder I like more. I have to use them individually again, and of course, I will share those thoughts perhaps definitely in monthly favorites, you know, whether those products end up in rehearsal or not. The Viseart palette, the love letter, is okay. You know, they send it to me, I make it work. Would I have gotten it? Probably not, because I have all those shades already. The advantage of having a palette like this size, is that if I needed to go somewhere, which sometimes happens, whether I have to go to Bay's house or even Maddie's house, I could rely on this palette for neutral looks and like fun spring looks like this. That's basically it. But you could achieve the same kind of a thing with other shades that you have from collections that I'm sure we have bought from and such. You know what I mean? I really like the primer from Peach and Lily. I'm digging the texture my skin is left in. It looks really smooth. It looks airbrush. It gets that soft focus feel. And the Liquilust, they hit. They hit. Like, I like how they do have, the description described it perfectly. Cushiony. It has like that stretch effect. I'm sure they tried to reformulate it from Pat's first liquid lipstick release a few years back. I think she did a phenomenal job. It's still not going to be for everyone. Like, not everyone is down with the liquid lipstick, but I do feel it gives me peace of mind when I apply it versus when I apply a lipstick with the bullet that's like matte. I don't want to break the bullet, so I feel really good applying the Liquilust because of the design of the doe foot applicator, and it's just, again, really easy to apply, and the shades are so great. The nudes, for me, unfortunately, I wouldn't wear them on their own because they're either, I will wear Divine Nude on by itself, but Nude Cabaret, I feel like I would need to finesse a little bit more which I'm cool with. But Nude Cabaret mixed with Divine Rose, such a lovely moment. Chai, it's not sticky at all. It's not. Not sticky. It's quite nice. Quite nice. And I like the Kosas too, Taya. I like, there's nothing bad about it. It's just really nice and lightweight. But I'll keep using it, and I'll jot down some stuff in my makeup journal, which I try to keep track of, you know, all these products that I'm trying and such. But this is a good makeup day. It's a good makeup day. I couldn't get it out. And of course, fam, we got Frenzzz on pre-sale. Is on pre-sale. We got caps too. All colors will be shown on Wednesday. Da-na, da, da. Da-na, da-na, da. Da-na-na. We got the acid wash. Hi, Frenzzz. Debbie, I'm not gonna lie. I was disappointed when Pat had said it was going to be liquid lipsticks. We were all dying it. We're all dying for it to be blush. It's okay though. We will still wait. We know it'll be worth the wait. Okay? Thank you, Daphne. You're so kind to do so. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me let you go, fam. Thank you for hanging out with me for this long. I know, squishing the poof. She has to, actually, I could do this. I could probably wear it more forward. This is natural hair life. So I got to bring it more forward like this. And then, there we go. That's how I have to do it, otherwise. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Gotta go eat dinner. You all are the best. I will try to come back on here. Well, I'm coming back on here on Wednesday. I will pull up or make a reminder for that, or do a little thangy thing for that, as I will showcase the full Hi Frenzzz collection. And yeah, well, maybe we'll do some makeup too. We shall see. Thank you all so much. You are the best. And I will update the links soon in the description box. Until then, fam. That is a wrap. And until next time. Thank you, everyone, for coming. You are the best. I will see you all soon, yes? Take care.